an English class in high school. Pretty good book. You gotta check it out. Alrighty then. Here we go. All right, so Friday we have current events. We have Holden and Austin. Okay. Holden, I don't know where Holden's at. But Austin, make sure you have that ready to roll. Okay, something current, something that happened the past week. If not the week before. Okay, but something current. Okay. All right. So current events, and then I want to go over to Bell Ringer today, work on some vocab, and then we have. I missed the activity. I have an activity for you after we go over these two weaknesses of the AFC, not Atlantic City. Get your gambling on, right? Going down, hitting the slots, going to Trump Hotel, all right? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Bell Ringer for today. There it is. Not psychology. There you go. Describe what a confederation is. What was the goal of the Articles of Confederation? Ooh, spooky. Tough one here, Lydia. I like your pants. They're pretty cool. Looks like you're going golfing later. Do you golf?
Mini golf.
Mini golf. Skianos.
Yeah.
Nice. I wish they were open back up. Oh, you work there, don't you?
I used to.
You used to, yeah. I remember seeing you there. Hey, what's up? Did you get that form going?
I did. That's great.
Is it working good?
Yep.
Nice. I'm even doing short answers on those now.
Oh, man.
Do you believe it? Oh.
You know, last year and other years, I'd have to charge my iPad like once a week,
Yeah.
every night.
Oh,
And I can sympathize with these poor kids.
it stinks.
I hate to have to remember to plug it in.
Yeah. Oh. I have the luxury of just sitting here and having it plugged in, and then
Yeah.
that works. But yeah, taking it home, oh boy.
I could just plug it in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And leave it.
Yeah.
Not really do too much at home.
Those,
So,
yeah.
I answer questions.
Uh-huh. School should give us like a case that charges our iPad, like it gives us an extra charge. That would be cool. That's something that maybe ask for. Flip screen playing. Usually those sounds don't mean it's a good thing. Oh, we're good. Never mind. Oh. Every now and then I see your stories or you at Penn Stafford. You go there a lot.
You know, swing.
Oh, swing. Okay. I felt like last week or 2 weeks ago you pulled up at Penn Stafford. No. That swing yesterday was pretty cool. It was just nice getting wings after golf.
Yeah. Were you outside?
No.
No.
We're inside.
Really?
No. Right after we got done golfing. Shelly had to get us a date.
Well, I don't know where you were, because we were there.
Oh, were you?
In the bar area.
Oh, I must have just walked. We were in the other section.
Okay.
Yeah, closest to the whole tent.
Okay. But yeah, we were in there for, so I think we were there for a while.
I must have missed that.
I know.
I was never out at that pavilion. I'd like to check that out. Is it pretty cool out there? Were you?
I was never out there.
Yeah, I was never there either. All right, here we go. Describe what a confederation is. What is a confederation? Lydia.
I said a union of sovereign groups or states united by a purpose of common action.
Yeah, good job. So there's a common purpose why they're grouping together, why they're forming this confederacy. Okay, good job. So not the first time we've seen a confederacy in North America, right? I'm sure you heard about the Iroquois Confederacy with these native tribes grouping together to try to fight against these colonial colonial advancements in the Western frontier. Okay, now all of a sudden here with the with the problems with Great Britain, these states coming together, these colonies coming together and forming this confederacy. Right, their common goal is to try to create something, right? And what did they create? What did they create these states together? What was that for? They had that first form of government. What was it called? See, it's up there on the board. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they formed this first government, the Articles of Confederation. Good job. Good job. And what was it designed to do? What was it designed to do? Sarah?
Like loosely unite the states and like kind of establish the laws and quickly so they had something to base it off of.
Yeah, good job, right? Their goal is to try to have something that the states can come together on, right? Where maybe they can create a national government, but it can't be too strong, right? We want to make sure that these states have the individual powers and hold more power than this national government. Okay, the idea was to have the states just independently rule how they would like within their territories and their designed borders. Okay, and with this Articles of Confederation, we're going to talk about weaknesses today. But for the most part, they wanted to have some sort of central authority, but it had to be weaker than the states. The states should have more power. We'll talk to see why that didn't work out. All right, good. Is there any questions on that, guys? The Articles of Confederation, or what a confederation is. Okay. Vocab terms for today. Just 3 of them again. Oh. All right, Petition of Right, English Bill of Rights, and the Magna Carta. So we'll discuss these terms more when we get to constitutional influences, okay, and how some of these English ideas from Great Britain, okay, that would help drive and create our form of government after the Articles of Confederation. All right, so let's go over this real quick. Petition of Right. What is that? What is the Petition of Right? What is a Petition of Right? Alex, what do you got for this one?
It's an English constitutional document that sets out specific protections against the state.
Yeah, good job. All right, so in the early 1600s, right? When the monarch was controlling everything, the people thought that, you know what, we should have our natural rights established, that the king really can't take these rights from us, okay? And these petition of rights was created by Parliament and given to Charles I of England. And obviously Charles wasn't too happy about that, but this gave rights to the people. Okay, Parliament created this idea, and this is really the challenging authority. The first thing we see in Great Britain as challenging the monarch's authority. Okay, and these are rights trying to are given to the people that the monarch can't take away from them. All right, good job. All right, the English Bill of Rights. The English Bill of Rights. What do you think here? Lydia, go ahead.
I said created a constitutional monarchy in England, meaning the kings and queens act as head of state, but his or her powers are limited by law.
Awesome. Good job. Good job. So this English Bill of Rights really established that this constitutional monarchy would be the form of government in England, okay, in Great Britain. Okay, that the monarch has to follow or abide by these rules, that they can't overstep the Constitution. All right, good. Good job. So this takes a little bit of power away from the monarch. Still acting as the authority figure, but at the same time, this Constitution is delivered to give to be more powerful than what the monarch has and establishes. Good. All right, finally, the Magna Carta. Magna Carta. What is the Magna Carta? Z, what do you have for this one, buddy?
It's a royal charter of rights agreed to by King John of England.
All right. Yep, go ahead.
40 minutes, year Windsor.
Good job. So they call it the Great Charter, okay, the Great Charter. And this was designed to try to show that, that the king gives these guaranteed rights to the people, okay? A lot of these written documents are very similar. Okay, giving rights to the people, that the monarch can't overstep these rights. Okay, and it's just showing that the rights of the people reign supreme over what type of monarchy that this monarch has. Okay, so again, it's just trying to give individual freedoms and human rights, civil rights to the people. Okay, that the monarch can't overstep these rights. So what's included in the Magna Carta is a right to a fair trial, okay? So that it can't be corrupted, and how the monarch can't just throw people in jail for no reason. There has to be a trial, okay? And it has to be fair, too. Okay, it can't be lopsided, right? All right, is there any questions on those terms? Good with that? All right, so let's move on today. Just want to talk about 2 weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. And that's it. We'll get you guys working on your activity. All right, so briefly I want to go over the 6 main weaknesses. Okay, I'll just label them out there for you right now, and then we'll discuss them more involved. Okay, I just want to go over 2 of them. The Articles of Confederation, 6 main problems. All right, the first one, it had no taxation power. Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to it here. That's the first thing I want to discuss and go over. 2, no national court. Right. 3, no currency standard. That's going to be a problem. If all the states have their different forms of currency, okay, how are we going to try to stop inflation? How are we going to try to buy, trade, and have any type of economic values in the states? It's going to be hard. 4, there's no executive. Okay, executive is what is the executive branch? What does that consist of? Lydia? The president, right? Yeah, good job. Why do you think the Articles of Confederation didn't want an executive? They're kind of over the thought of having a king, right? Having one person in charge. Right, good. 5, no interstate commerce regulation. Okay. So trade amongst the states, it was kind of just, it was just up to the states. The national government didn't have control of this. Okay. And 6, each state had these states have a say in what type of amendments get passed. But we'll talk about some of the issues and problems with this. No veto power, right? All right, problem 1, more in detail here, is tax. Okay, no taxation. So we all know what taxes are, what they're used for. Okay, to provide public services, right? To maintain social order, make economic decisions, national defenses, right? What are those again? Lydia, what are those again? Those 4 main what of government? Purposes, right? Yeah, the 4 main purposes of government. That's what taxes help assure that the people what they're being paid for. Okay, what government's using that tax money for. Okay, we need to try to have protection from outside invaders. So we need to establish and build a military. Okay, we need to have social order. So police forces try to protect us. Okay, in our territory, in our boundaries. Okay, in our country. Public services. We need roadways, bridges to try to connect to other areas throughout our country. For trade. Okay, to try to inspire industrialization eventually, right? Okay, we need to get resources to the factories. Any type of other transportation, whether it's just what we want to do or where we want to travel. Can you get to one place to another easily? And that's what the government pays for. Education. How are we going to try to educate our youth to lead us in the future? Libraries. Okay, state parks. Local parks. There's many different things that taxes pay for. All right, so the problem, government had no way to raise money to provide services. Okay, so we had a really bad taste in our mouth, obviously, after the Revolutionary War, with Great Britain, with the Stamp Act, okay, with the Quartering Act, all right, there's a lot of different taxes being placed on the people that many Americans wanted to try to overthrow. When we try to establish a new country, we want to make sure that these taxes aren't enforced onto our people. But here we are today. I feel like there's a tax on everything anymore. But with that, that helps pay for many of the things that we have within our country. Okay, let's face it. Without roads and bridges, without any types of education or museums or libraries, okay, there's a lot of things that these taxes pay for that we really hold dear, okay, and that we need. Police force, okay, different types of military efforts to try to protect us from outside invasions and foreign enemies. Okay, we need these taxes. And with the Articles of Confederation, they didn't have it. You got that, Austin? Yeah, they didn't have it. All right, so number 1, the biggest issue with the Articles of Confederation was that no taxation. There's no power to do that. How else are we going to try to pay back our war debts? We can't. All right, problem 2, no national court. No national court. So in the Articles, there's no central court system. So these conflicts were left up to the states to try to decide. All right, so with civil disputes, with interstate relations, okay, issues amongst the people in these states. So government had no authority to settle differences between the states either. So let's say there is an issue on trade, right? Let's say there's an issue on, let's say, illegal dumping of wastes, okay, which we'll talk about when we get to Supreme Court cases. Philadelphia dumping all their stuff in New Jersey. New Jersey having a problem with it and trying to stop the interstate commerce. Okay? There's a lot of issues here that the states actually need disputes handled, and the national court system does that. At this time, if let's say someone tried to commit a crime, let's say someone committed a crime in Pennsylvania, and they flee up to New York. Is that guy a free man in New York? at the time, here he is. Yeah, he's fine. He's okay. He didn't commit a crime in New York. Committed a crime in Pennsylvania. So there's a lot of issues that the national court can do to try to solve some of these disputes and problems. Okay, and at the time, the Articles of Confederation, they didn't have a national court system to do that. Obviously, there might be, let's say, Pennsylvania sending their militias up to try to capture this man, but for the most part, he's a free man in New York. He's a free man in New York. All right, is there any questions on that, guys? Again, I just wanted to go over two. I didn't want to try to throw all of them at you at once. And I want to get you working on the activity here that I have. So I just posted it for you. You have some time to work on it. So here it is. Classwork, chapter 2 now. Oh no, yeah, what am I doing? I gotta put that in chapter 2. Let me edit that once. Topic, create topic, chapter 2. Save. Put this down here, below. There you go. All right, so Articles of Confederation questions. Here we go. So imagine the federal government passed a law that it requested that citizens pay taxes for the services government provides, but gave citizens an amount suggested, but they had the option to not pay and not be penalized for not paying. Okay, so go through these questions here, and I'd like you to answer them. Okay, so let's just say that the people had the choice not to pay these taxes. Okay, and they won't be penalized for it, or they won't be maybe put in jail for not paying their taxes. What do you think would happen here? So there's a bunch of scenarios here I'd like you to try to answer. Let's go through the questions. Again, it's your opinion, right? Answer it how you think. Right? So I'd like you to work on that now. You should be able to get it done by the end of the period. Okay, you want some music? Yeah? Okay, I'll play some music for you. That is all I got for you. So remember, we have current events. That's it. That's due.